Have you ever wondered why sometimes, despite trying every treatment, you still feel the pain or exhaustion lingering? Or have you ever asked yourself, what if the power to heal was already within me? What if the key to healing, both physically and emotionally, is simpler than we think? Imagine being able to heal your body, calm your mind, and nurture your soul, all naturally, without relying on endless pills or complicated routines. Today, we're diving into how Buddhism, with its ancient wisdom, offers us powerful tools to heal ourselves naturally. The journey to self-healing isn't just about the body. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the natural flow of life. A small change in your mindset, a simple shift in how you approach your daily habits, can lead to profound transformations. Healing, as Buddhism teaches, starts from within. It's a path that anyone can take, regardless of where you are in life or how old you are. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, your go-to place for insights on personal growth and well-being. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please don't miss out on any of our transformative videos. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring more valuable content your way. Now, let's explore how to heal naturally by embracing the teachings of Buddhism. The journey ahead is about understanding your inner self and discovering the incredible healing potential that already exists inside you. This isn't just about quick fixes. It's about building a foundation for lasting wellness. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of how you can start the healing process today, right where you are. Ready to begin? Let's dive in. The roots of natural healing in Buddhism. In the teachings of Buddhism, healing is not just about treating illness or discomfort. It is about understanding the very nature of suffering and recognizing how to move beyond it. Buddhism invites us to see that true healing comes when we address the root causes of our pain, not just the symptoms. This ancient wisdom offers a deep and transformative perspective on health, one that views the body, mind, and spirit as interconnected and interdependent. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy is the concept of the Four Noble Truths. These truths are the foundation of Buddhism and are directly related to the healing process. The first truth is that life, in its essence, involves suffering, dukkha. We may not always like to acknowledge it, but this suffering is part of our human experience. Whether it's physical pain, emotional distress, or existential discontent, every single one of us faces moments of suffering, and it is natural. But, as Buddhism teaches, acknowledging suffering is the first step toward healing. Ignoring or denying our pain only deepens it. The second truth reveals that suffering has a cause. It's not random. It arises from craving, attachment, and ignorance. We desire things, material things, experiences, relationships, and when we don't get what we want, or when we fear losing what we have, suffering arises. This craving leads to attachment, and attachment causes pain. Understanding this can be a powerful shift in how we approach healing. If we want to heal, we must first understand what is causing our suffering. It's not just external circumstances, but often our internal desires, fears, and attachments that keep us stuck in cycles of pain. The third truth is that suffering can end. This is the hopeful part of the teaching. Buddhism assures us that we don't have to stay in this painful state forever. By letting go of attachment and craving, we can transcend suffering. Healing, therefore, is not just about fixing what is broken. It's about letting go of what no longer serves us, letting go of the patterns that hold us back. It's about shedding old beliefs and habits that cause us harm. When we release these attachments, we open ourselves to a life of peace and harmony. The fourth truth is the path that leads to the cessation of suffering. This path is known as the Noble Eightfold Path, and it is the Buddhist guide to ethical and mental development. It offers practical tools for healing, helping us to develop wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Each aspect of the Eightfold Path, right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, can be seen as a tool for self-healing. When we follow this path, we begin to align our thoughts, words, and actions with the natural order, reducing internal conflict and bringing balance to our lives. Now, let's dive deeper into how these teachings relate to healing in our daily lives. Right understanding and right intention. Healing begins with the mind. The way we think about ourselves and the world around us shapes our experience of life. Right understanding means seeing things as they truly are, not through the lens of bias, fear, or delusion. It's about understanding that everything is impermanent, that suffering is a part of life, and that happiness does not come from external possessions but from inner peace. Right intention is about cultivating intentions that are rooted in love, compassion, and non-harm. When we approach life with a clear and compassionate mind, we begin to heal from the inside out. Right speech and right action. Our words and actions are a direct reflection of our inner state. If our speech is filled with anger, negativity, or judgment, it will create disharmony in our relationships and in our own hearts. Healing begins with speaking words of kindness, truth, and encouragement. Right action is about living ethically and in harmony with others, refraining from actions that cause harm to ourselves or to others. When our actions are aligned with compassion and integrity, healing naturally follows. We begin to heal our relationships, our community, and our environment. Right livelihood. Buddhism teaches that our work should not cause harm to others or the environment. Right livelihood is about earning a living in a way that is ethical and promotes well-being. Healing happens when we feel aligned with our work, when our profession serves a higher purpose and contributes to the greater good. If we feel that our work is draining us or causing harm, it may be time to reevaluate and seek a path that aligns with our values and fosters healing. Right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The next aspects of the Eightfold Path are about cultivating mental discipline. Right effort involves cultivating positive states of mind while eliminating negative ones. Healing happens when we make an effort to replace thoughts of fear, anger, and resentment with thoughts of love, forgiveness, and gratitude. Right mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about being mindful of our bodies and our emotional states, noticing where tension or discomfort arises and letting it go. Right concentration refers to the ability to focus the mind deeply, which allows us to experience clarity and insight. When we cultivate these mental practices, we create a peaceful inner environment that promotes healing. Each of these elements of the Noble Eightfold Path is a tool for healing. They help us align with our true nature, free ourselves from mental and emotional suffering, and live in harmony with the world around us. It's not always an easy path, but it is one that leads to profound transformation. And when we heal on the inside, our external world begins to shift too. Our relationships improve, our health flourishes, and our sense of peace deepens. Buddhism also teaches that healing is a process. It's not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. The path to healing is not linear, and there will be setbacks along the way. But each setback offers an opportunity to learn and grow. As we practice these teachings, we begin to notice small changes, a sense of calm that wasn't there before, a release of old hurts, or a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. In Buddhism, healing is also about self-compassion. It's about being gentle with ourselves, especially when we feel pain or struggle. Instead of being critical or judgmental, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and care. We understand that healing takes time, and we offer ourselves the patience and understanding that we would offer a loved one. This self-compassion is a key part of the Buddhist path to healing. It's a reminder that we are worthy of love and care, no matter what we may be going through. As we continue this journey, we will explore how these teachings can be applied to our daily lives. How to meditate, eat mindfully, practice compassion, and connect with nature in ways that support our healing. Through Buddhism, we come to understand that healing is not just about fixing something that's broken, but about returning to our true nature, where we are whole and complete. It's about removing the barriers that prevent us from experiencing peace and happiness. Healing in Buddhism is about transformation, from suffering to peace, from ignorance to wisdom, and from attachment to freedom. It's a path that anyone can walk, no matter where they are in life. The roots of natural healing in Buddhism lie in the deep understanding that our suffering can end, and that we have the power to end it ourselves by following the path of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. And the good news is, you can begin this journey today, right now, by simply choosing to look within and take the first step. The road ahead is full of healing, growth, and self-discovery. The question is, are you ready to walk it? The mind-body connection in self-healing. In the world of Buddhism, there's a simple truth. The mind and body are not separate. They are deeply interconnected. What we think, feel, and believe has a direct impact on how our body responds to the world around us. This is one of the most profound lessons in self-healing. When we can heal our minds, we automatically begin to heal our bodies, too. But how does this work? Imagine you've had a stressful day. Perhaps you've been rushing around, handling one task after another, and by the end of it, your shoulders feel tense, your head feels heavy, and your energy is drained. Now, picture a different scenario where you take a moment to stop, breathe deeply, and calm your mind. What happens to your body? You may start to notice the tension ease, your heart rate slow, and your body feel lighter. This is the mind-body connection at work. In Buddhism, this principle is at the heart of many teachings. The Buddha once said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." This means that the thoughts and emotions you cultivate can shape your reality, your physical health included. If your mind is filled with stress, anger, or negativity, it can manifest as physical illness. But if you cultivate peace, mindfulness, and positivity in your thoughts, your body responds with healing. Let's consider a simple example. When you're feeling stressed or anxious, your body reacts in very specific ways. Your muscles tighten, your breath becomes shallow, and your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode. Over time, if these emotions aren't addressed, the chronic stress can lead to more serious issues like headaches, digestive problems, or even heart disease. But when you practice mindfulness, you're training your mind to stay present, to observe your thoughts without judgment, and to let go of negativity before it affects your body. Now, picture yourself in a moment of calm. You're breathing deeply, and your mind is still. The body feels at ease because there is no mental tension to create physical tension. Your heart rate slows, your muscles relax, and you experience a sense of peace. This is the power of the mind to create healing. The body listens to what the mind is telling it, and when the mind is peaceful, the body follows suit. Buddhist teachings offer many ways to cultivate this mind-body harmony. One of the most powerful methods is meditation. Through meditation, you learn to become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. You also learn to let go of negative emotions before they take root and start to impact your health. By practicing meditation regularly, you can train your mind to be calm, focused, and compassionate. And over time, you'll notice that your body feels healthier, lighter, and more at ease. But it's not just about meditation. The Buddhist principle of mindfulness plays a huge role in the mind-body connection, too. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in each moment, without judgment or distraction. Whether you're eating, walking, or even washing dishes, mindfulness can help you stay in tune with your body's needs and signals. By paying attention to how you feel, physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can make choices that support your healing journey. For example, when you practice mindfulness while eating, you may notice how certain foods make you feel. You might discover that certain foods bring you energy and clarity, while others make you sluggish or anxious. By paying attention to your body's responses, you can choose foods that nourish you and avoid those that harm you. But it's not just about food. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of how your emotions affect your body. When you're feeling angry or frustrated, do you notice how your body tenses up? Your jaw may clench, your fists may tighten, and your breath may become shallow. But when you practice mindfulness, you can observe these emotions without becoming consumed by them. You can choose to let go of anger and frustration before it causes harm to your body. The key here is awareness. When you become aware of the mind-body connection, you begin to understand that healing is not just about treating symptoms. It's about addressing the root causes of your suffering. If you're feeling sick or tired, it's not just about taking a pill to mask the symptoms. It's about understanding what's going on in your mind and emotions that could be affecting your body. This is where Buddhist teachings on suffering come into play. The Buddha taught that suffering is a natural part of life, but it's how we respond to suffering that matters. If we resist it, if we fight it, we prolong our pain. But if we accept it, acknowledge it, and learn from it, we can transform it into healing. When we accept that suffering is a part of the human experience, we can begin to heal ourselves by embracing it, understanding its cause, and learning to let go of the mental and emotional attachments that keep us stuck in pain. The more we let go of these attachments, whether they're physical, emotional, or mental, the more we open the door to true healing. Buddhism teaches that the mind is powerful. It's capable of creating both suffering and healing. The key to healing is in transforming our thoughts and emotions. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, and awareness, we can begin to shift our mindset, release negative emotions, and embrace peace. And as we do, our body responds by healing itself naturally. To begin this journey, start by observing your thoughts and emotions. Notice how they affect your body. Are you holding tension in your shoulders? Are you breathing shallowly? Are your muscles tight? These are all signs that your mind is influencing your body. Once you become aware of this connection, you can begin to make conscious choices to release the tension and stress. You can take deep breaths, stretch your body, or simply pause to calm your mind. Small changes like this can have a profound effect on your physical health. The mind-body connection is not just about healing. It's about creating a life of balance and well-being. By nurturing your mind, you're nurturing your body. And by taking care of your body, you're supporting your mind. The two are inseparable. So, take time each day to check in with yourself. How do you feel, mentally and physically? With practice, you'll learn how to heal yourself naturally, one thought, one breath, in one moment at a time. The power of meditation for inner peace. Meditation is often seen as a simple act, sitting quietly and breathing. But in Buddhism, it is much more than that. Meditation is a profound practice that helps you connect deeply with your inner self, calm the mind, and unlock your natural healing powers. It is one of the most powerful tools for healing, both mentally and physically. So, why is meditation so important for healing? To understand this, we must first understand how our mind works. Our thoughts, emotions, and stress affect our physical bodies in ways we often don't realize. When we are stressed, anxious, or angry, our bodies release chemicals that can weaken the immune system and cause physical harm. On the other hand, when we meditate, we bring our minds into a state of calm, which helps our bodies to relax and heal. Meditation lowers stress hormones, improves blood flow, and promotes the release of feel-good chemicals that can boost your overall health. Think of your mind as a busy, cluttered room. If you don't take time to clean it, it becomes hard to find peace or focus. Meditation is like sweeping away the dust, letting your mind breathe and settle. As you practice, the distractions fade, and the clarity begins to shine through. Now, let's talk about how meditation can be applied to healing. In Buddhism, meditation isn't just about finding peace for a moment. It's about building a deep connection with your own body and mind. The more you meditate, the more you start to notice the subtle shifts within yourself. You may notice tension release from your shoulders, or a sense of peace where once there was restlessness. It's in these moments that the real healing begins. But how can meditation help you heal from physical pain or discomfort? Let's take a simple example. Imagine you have a headache. Normally, we might reach for medicine to make it go away. However, in Buddhism, there is a practice called mindful awareness, which means paying full attention to your body and its sensations without judgment. When you meditate, you can sit with the discomfort, breathe deeply, and observe the pain with compassion. This doesn't mean you ignore the pain or force it away. Instead, you acknowledge it, observe it without getting caught up in it, and in time, the pain begins to lessen. This approach works because meditation allows you to break free from the cycle of reacting to pain or stress. Often, when we feel discomfort, our immediate response is to tense up or resist it. But resistance creates more tension. Meditation teaches us to accept and embrace the present moment, allowing pain or discomfort to flow through us rather than trap us. Over time, this practice can help you deal with chronic pain, anxiety, or even emotional wounds with greater ease. Let's talk about the Buddhist practice of Zazen, a form of seated meditation. In Zazen, you sit in a comfortable position, focusing on your breathing. As you breathe in, you become aware of the air entering your body. As you breathe out, you let go of any tension. The focus is on being present, without judgment. When you meditate in this way, you cultivate a deep sense of calm and centeredness. But don't be fooled into thinking meditation is only for those seeking spiritual peace. Science has proven the benefits of meditation in reducing stress, improving sleep, enhancing focus, and even boosting the immune system. In fact, studies show that people who meditate regularly experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. This is the science behind the ancient Buddhist practice, proving that meditation is a powerful tool for healing in our modern world. Now, let's dive into the concept of loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta-meditation. This practice focuses on developing compassion, not only for others but also for yourself. In metta-meditation, you silently repeat phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I live with ease." You start by wishing yourself well and then gradually extend these wishes to others, friends, family, strangers, and even people with whom you may have conflicts. Why is this important for healing? When we are kind to ourselves, we release negative emotions like guilt, shame, and self-criticism. These emotions can block the healing process and prevent us from fully embracing our natural state of well-being. By practicing loving-kindness meditation, we open ourselves up to self-love and acceptance. This practice not only heals emotional wounds, but also boosts physical health by lowering stress and fostering a positive mindset. In Buddhism, it is said that suffering is a part of life, but through meditation, we can learn to transform suffering into peace. This is a key teaching of the Buddha. Rather than trying to avoid pain or discomfort, we learn to face it with mindfulness and compassion. This shift in perspective is powerful because it helps us heal on a deeper level, beyond just the physical symptoms. Another meditation practice worth exploring is vipassana, or insight meditation. Vipassana focuses on developing a deep understanding of the nature of the body and mind. It teaches you to observe your thoughts, sensations, and emotions without attachment. As you practice, you begin to realize that your thoughts and feelings are impermanent. They come and go like clouds in the sky. This realization helps you detach from harmful thought patterns and emotional reactions, which in turn creates space for healing. In your daily life, you can incorporate simple meditation practices. You don't have to sit for hours to experience the benefits. Just a few minutes of deep, mindful breathing can make a significant difference. When you feel stressed or overwhelmed, take a moment to pause, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice the sensations in your body. With each breath, release any tension. Slowly, you will start to feel more grounded and at peace. Meditation can also be practiced in motion. If sitting still doesn't feel comfortable, try walking meditation. As you walk, pay close attention to each step, the way your feet touch the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the sensations in your body. Walking meditation allows you to stay present, even while in motion, helping to clear your mind and ease stress. Over time, meditation becomes a habit. The more you practice, the more you begin to experience the healing power it offers. Not only will you find peace and clarity, but you will also start to notice positive changes in your physical health, relationships, and overall outlook on life. Meditation is not just a quick fix. It's a lifelong practice that has the power to transform your entire being. By embracing meditation, you are not only healing yourself but also connecting to a deeper, more profound sense of purpose and peace. It's about returning to your true nature, a state of calm, balance, and well-being. Whether you choose to meditate for 5 minutes or an hour, the key is consistency. Every moment spent meditating brings you one step closer to true healing. Mindful eating, nourishing the body and soul. In our busy lives, how often do we truly pay attention to what we are eating? How many times have we rushed through a meal, barely tasting the food, or eaten out of stress or boredom? We are constantly told to eat healthy, but how many of us actually take the time to connect with our food in a meaningful way? Mindful eating, as taught in Buddhism, is not just about what we eat, but how we eat. It's about bringing full awareness to the food we put into our bodies and respecting it as nourishment, not just fuel. When we eat mindfully, we honor the food we consume, understand the process of its preparation, and appreciate its role in maintaining our health. Eating mindfully starts with slowing down. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness is rooted in being present in every moment. This means putting away distractions like phones or TV while eating. It means sitting quietly, taking deep breaths, and really focusing on the sensory experience of eating. Feel the texture of the food in your mouth. Notice the flavors, and appreciate each bite. By being mindful, we allow ourselves to fully enjoy the food and nourish both the body and the soul. When we eat mindfully, we also begin to notice how different foods make us feel. Our body gives us clues about what it needs, but often we're too distracted to hear them. Have you ever eaten something and felt sluggish afterward? Or perhaps you've noticed how a healthy meal fills you with energy and clarity. Mindful eating helps you tune in to your body's signals and make better choices. This way, you begin to make decisions not out of habit or emotion, but out of a deeper understanding of what your body needs. In Buddhism, food is viewed as a gift. It's a blessing from the earth, the plants, the animals, and the people who have worked to bring it to us. Every meal is an opportunity to practice gratitude. When we acknowledge where our food comes from and the effort that has gone into preparing it, we develop a deep appreciation for the act of eating. This gratitude helps shift our focus from merely satisfying hunger to honoring the process of nourishment itself. The practice of mindful eating also encourages us to eat with balance and moderation. In Buddhist teachings, there is a concept known as the middle way. It's the idea of avoiding extremes, whether that's overeating or undereating. Eating mindfully helps us find that balance. We begin to recognize when we are full and when we are still hungry, instead of mindlessly continuing to eat. By listening to our body, we can avoid the discomfort of overeating and the depletion of undereating. But mindful eating goes beyond just the physical. It's also about how we relate to food emotionally. Often, we use food to comfort ourselves or distract from stress, sadness, or boredom. Buddhism teaches us that food should not be a way to escape from our emotions. Instead, we should develop a healthier relationship with our feelings, where we can experience them fully without needing food to numb or soothe them. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our emotional triggers and learn to respond to them in a more balanced way. One of the key practices in mindful eating is to slow down. When you eat quickly, you miss the full experience. Your body doesn't have time to register when it's full, and you might end up overeating. By slowing down, you give your body the space it needs to send signals of fullness to your brain. You also allow your digestive system to work more efficiently, as it doesn't have to rush through the process. This practice isn't just about the act of eating itself, but also how we approach the food we choose. Buddhism encourages us to be mindful of the source of our food. Where did it come from? Is it grown with care and respect for the earth? When we become aware of the ethical and environmental impact of our choices, we start to make more conscious decisions about what to eat. For example, choosing foods that are local, seasonal, and sustainably grown can be a way of honoring the planet and its resources. Another important aspect of mindful eating is portion control. In Buddhist practice, there is a concept called right livelihood, which applies to all aspects of life. This includes the way we eat. By eating the right amounts, enough to nourish but not overindulge, we practice balance and moderation. This helps us maintain a healthy body and mind without feeling sluggish or weighed down. One simple practice to start mindful eating is to place your food in front of you and take a moment of silence before you begin. Close your eyes for a few seconds, take a deep breath, and express gratitude for the meal. Acknowledge the people and processes that brought this food to your plate, and let that gratitude guide your meal. As you eat, take small bites and chew slowly, savoring each flavor. This small act of mindfulness can transform the experience of eating into something much deeper and more satisfying. Mindful eating is also a practice of self-care. It's a reminder that you are worthy of taking time for yourself and honoring your body. In our busy world, it's easy to overlook our own needs and rush through meals, but by practicing mindfulness, we allow ourselves to pause and recharge. It's a form of self-love and self-respect that encourages us to nourish ourselves properly and make food a source of joy, not just survival. Over time, mindful eating can become a powerful tool in your journey to better health. It helps you cultivate a positive relationship with food, understand your body's true needs, and make choices that align with your overall well-being. It's a practice that not only nourishes the body but also nourishes the mind and spirit. When we eat mindfully, we are able to reconnect with our inner wisdom, and that connection has the power to heal. In Buddhism, food is seen as a way to practice mindfulness and gratitude, and it can be a path to healing. By eating with full awareness, we honor not just the food itself, but also the deeper connection we share with the world around us. As you begin to practice mindful eating, you may notice how your relationship with food changes. You may find that you enjoy your meals more, feel better after eating, and experience a greater sense of peace and contentment. Mindful eating is not a quick fix but a practice that, over time, leads to greater health, happiness, and harmony within yourself. As you embark on this journey of mindful eating, remember that it's a process, not a destination. Start small. Begin by paying attention to your food and your eating habits. Gradually, you'll notice how mindful eating transforms your experience of food and your connection to your body. Take it one bite at a time, and trust that this practice will support you in healing naturally, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Healing through compassion and kindness. Compassion, kindness, two simple words that carry profound power, yet we often overlook their potential for healing. What if I told you that the greatest gift you can give to yourself is the ability to be compassionate, not just to others but to yourself as well? In Buddhism, compassion is not a fleeting emotion, nor is it reserved solely for those who have done something to deserve it. Compassion is a way of life. It's a practice, a way of seeing the world, and, most importantly, a way of healing. You see, healing doesn't always come from external sources. It's not just about what we eat, what medications we take, or what treatments we follow. The most profound healing comes from the heart, and the heart heals best when it is filled with compassion. To understand this, let's start by looking at compassion in a simple way. Compassion isn't just about feeling sorry for someone else's pain. It's about connecting with their pain, recognizing that, just like you, they too experience suffering. When we recognize the common thread of suffering in ourselves and others, we break down the walls of isolation and begin to open ourselves up to the possibility of true healing. One of the simplest ways to practice compassion is through mindfulness. When you are mindful, you become aware of the feelings and struggles of others. But mindfulness isn't only about noticing, it's also about responding with kindness. If you see someone struggling, whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger, instead of judgment, offer a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand. It might seem like a small gesture, but it has immense healing power. Kindness doesn't just affect the other person. It also heals the giver. In the Buddhist tradition, compassion is a powerful force for personal transformation. Buddhists believe that when we offer compassion to others, we are also offering it to ourselves. This is because when you act with compassion, you are aligning yourself with the deepest truths of life, that suffering is a part of existence, and so is the potential for healing. Compassion, in this sense, is not about feeling good or virtuous. It's about recognizing the universal truth that we are all connected. When one person heals, we all heal. But how can we practice compassion in our daily lives, especially when we are dealing with our own struggles? One of the most profound teachings in Buddhism is the practice of loving-kindness meditation, or metta. This meditation involves silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I live with ease." You begin with yourself, offering these words of kindness and compassion to your own heart. Over time, as you develop a deeper sense of self-love and understanding, you extend this compassion to others, starting with loved ones and eventually expanding to include all beings, those who are close to you, and even those you may not know. This practice helps you cultivate a heart that is open, forgiving, and full of love. But it's not just about repeating words. It's about truly feeling the intention behind them. As you continue to practice, you'll notice that your ability to offer compassion grows, and your ability to heal, both emotionally and physically, also strengthens. Another way to bring compassion into your life is by focusing on self-compassion. Often, we are our own harshest critics. We push ourselves too hard, criticize our every mistake, and beat ourselves up for every shortcoming. This constant self-judgment creates a barrier to healing. We cannot heal when we are filled with negativity toward ourselves. Healing requires patience, understanding, and kindness, first for ourselves. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, "I am worthless," try saying, "I am doing the best I can. It's okay to make mistakes. I am learning and growing." Self-compassion also means taking care of your own needs. When you are kind to yourself, you make time for rest, relaxation, and the things that nourish your soul. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of life and forget that you deserve time for self-care. Compassion asks you to stop, breathe, and ask yourself, what do I need right now? It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would show a loved one who is hurting. In Buddhism, this is part of what is called right intention, one of the steps on the path to enlightenment. Right intention involves cultivating the intention of goodwill, kindness, and compassion, not just toward others but also toward yourself. When you adopt this mindset, healing becomes more than just an external process. It becomes an inner journey of understanding, kindness, and acceptance. But there's more to compassion than just words and self-care. Compassion is also about action. Healing isn't something that happens by sitting passively. It's something we actively engage in. It's in the small actions we take every day. Whether it's offering a listening ear, giving someone a hug, or sharing a moment of quiet understanding. These actions may seem small, but they are powerful. Each act of compassion is like a ripple in a pond, spreading outward and touching the lives of others. Moreover, compassion allows us to look beyond ourselves. It reminds us that we are not isolated beings, but part of a greater whole. This recognition is incredibly healing because it helps us understand that we are not alone in our struggles. When we extend compassion to others, we not only bring healing to their lives, but we also connect to the deeper fabric of life itself. We begin to see the interconnection between all beings and realize that healing is a collective experience. Think about a time when you've experienced compassion from another person. How did it make you feel? How did it impact your sense of well-being? Compassion, both given and received, has the power to transform. It heals wounds, mends broken hearts, and restores peace to troubled minds. By cultivating compassion in our own lives, we are healing not only ourselves but also the world around us. So, how can you start practicing compassion today? It starts with small, mindful actions. Look for opportunities to show kindness. Offer a kind word to someone who's struggling. Take a moment to check in on someone you care about. And don't forget to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself and recognize that healing is a journey, not a destination. Remember, healing through compassion isn't just about feeling good. It's about creating a space for yourself and others to grow, learn, and find peace. It's about seeing the world through the lens of kindness and recognizing that, in doing so, we are all capable of healing. And that, my friend, is one of the most beautiful gifts you can give to yourself and to the world. Harnessing the energy of nature. Nature is a powerful force. Every leaf that falls, every wave that crashes, every breeze that blows holds a unique energy that can help heal us. But often, in our busy lives, we forget to tune into this energy, or we simply don't know how to. The truth is, nature's energy is always around us. It's in the air, the trees, the mountains, the rivers, and even the soil beneath our feet. The question is, how can we connect with it to heal ourselves naturally? In Buddhism, there is a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The universe, the earth, and every living being are linked by an invisible thread. This thread is energy, and it flows through everything. Just like how our body has an energy flow, the earth has its own, and so does the entire universe. If we learn to tap into these natural energies, we can heal ourselves on a physical, mental, and spiritual level. Let's start with the simplest example, breathing. The air we breathe isn't just a lifeless thing. It carries energy. When we take a deep breath, we're not just filling our lungs with oxygen. We're connecting with the earth's energy. That's why when we step outside, especially into nature, we often feel more at peace, more calm. The energy of the earth can soothe our minds and heal our bodies. If you've ever taken a walk through the forest or sat by the ocean, you've probably noticed that you feel better afterward. That's because you're allowing the natural energy around you to flow into you, restoring balance to your body and mind. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is mindfulness, and this extends to our relationship with nature. Mindfulness isn't just about being aware of our thoughts or emotions. It's about being aware of everything around us. When we walk in nature, we can practice mindfulness by paying attention to the sounds of the wind, the rustling of leaves, or the feeling of the ground beneath our feet. By focusing on these natural elements, we are grounding ourselves in the present moment and opening ourselves to the healing energy that nature offers. There's also something very powerful about being in nature without distractions. When we disconnect from the noise of everyday life, our phones, our to-do lists, our worries, we allow ourselves to truly absorb the energy around us. This is why many Buddhist practices involve spending time in nature, whether through meditation, walking, or simply sitting still. In these moments of stillness, we reconnect with our true selves and with the earth. We realize that we are not separate from nature. We are a part of it. When we align ourselves with the natural world, healing becomes easier. Our stress levels drop, our minds become clearer, and our bodies can heal. A beautiful practice that many Buddhists use to connect with nature's energy is called earthing or grounding. This practice involves walking barefoot on natural surfaces like grass, soil, or sand. When we do this, we reconnect with the earth's energy directly. Our bodies are full of positive ions, and when we touch the earth, it helps neutralize these ions by drawing them into the ground, leading to a sense of balance and calm. The simple act of walking barefoot can be a profound healing practice, allowing the earth to support us in ways we often overlook. Another aspect of nature's energy is the elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Each element has its own unique healing properties. Earth provides stability and grounding. Water symbolizes cleansing and flow. Fire represents transformation and renewal. Air is associated with clarity and freedom. By understanding and working with these elements, we can enhance our healing. For example, spending time near water, whether it's a river, lake, or ocean, can help cleanse us of negative emotions and stress. The sound of flowing water has a calming effect on the mind, while the sight of vast bodies of water reminds us of the vastness of life and the freedom to grow and change. The energy of nature isn't just for physical healing. It can also restore our mental and emotional balance. When we feel overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed, nature has a way of bringing us back to a sense of inner peace. The natural world reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. It helps us gain perspective on our problems and realize that, like the seasons, everything is temporary. The challenges we face will eventually pass, just like the changing seasons. This understanding brings peace to our hearts and minds, helping us heal emotionally. There's a profound lesson that Buddhism teaches us about energy. Everything is in constant motion. Our lives are constantly changing, just like the waves of the ocean or the flow of a river. Healing comes from accepting this constant change and learning to move with it. When we resist change, when we fight against life's natural flow, we create blockages in our own energy. But when we learn to go with the flow, like a leaf carried by the wind, we allow the energy of the universe to guide us toward healing. This is why spending time in nature is so powerful. It teaches us to be like the natural world, to flow with life instead of resisting it. Finally, we must also remember that nature is not just something out there that we visit occasionally. Nature is within us as well. Our bodies are made of the same elements: earth, water, fire, and air, as the earth itself. When we are in balance with nature, we are in balance with ourselves. That's why nature has such a healing effect on us. It is reminding us of who we really are. When we reconnect with nature's energy, we also reconnect with our own true nature. This understanding is key to healing naturally. So, the next time you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or disconnected, consider stepping outside. Take off your shoes, breathe deeply, and feel the energy of the earth beneath you. Listen to the birds, watch the trees sway, and allow yourself to be fully present. You might be surprised at how much healing can happen when we simply allow ourselves to reconnect with the natural world around us. The earth's energy is here for us, always ready to support our healing journey. All we have to do is be open to it. Letting go, the art of forgiveness for healing. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful acts of healing, and yet, it is one of the most difficult things to practice. You might be thinking, why should I forgive someone who hurt me so deeply? It feels unfair, doesn't it? The pain, the betrayal, the frustration. All those emotions that build up when someone wrongs you. It's hard to let go, and it can feel like holding on to that anger is the only way to protect yourself. But in reality, holding on to hurt only causes you more suffering. It holds you in a prison of your own making, keeping you trapped in the past. The act of forgiveness, on the other hand, can set you free. In Buddhism, the concept of letting go is deeply connected to the idea of attachment. Attachment doesn't only refer to physical possessions or people. It also refers to the emotions, the grudges, the anger, the hurt, and the negative thoughts that we hold on to. When we are attached to these negative feelings, we create suffering for ourselves. It's like holding a hot coal in your hand, hoping that the other person will be burned. But, in the end, only you get burned. The other person might not even be affected, but you are left with the scars. Letting go, however, does not mean that you condone the wrong or that you forget what happened. It doesn't mean you have to invite the person back into your life or allow them to hurt you again. What letting go means is releasing the control that the hurt has over you. It means choosing peace over pain, freedom over bitterness, and healing over harm. In Buddhism, we are taught that the path to inner peace begins when we stop letting the past control our present. Forgiveness is one of the most effective ways to free ourselves from the chains of the past. Think about it. When you hold on to anger, every time you think about the person who wronged you, you relive the hurt. You are constantly hurting yourself. It's like watching the same painful scene over and over again in your mind. Each replay, each memory, strengthens the hold that pain has over you. But forgiveness offers a new way. It's like turning off the movie. Once you forgive, the painful memory loses its power. It no longer controls your thoughts or emotions. You are free to move on, to live in the present, and to heal. Now, you may wonder, how do I forgive when the hurt is so deep? How do I let go of feelings that feel so real? The first step is understanding that forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of resentment. Holding on to bitterness is like carrying a heavy burden. But when you forgive, you lay that burden down. Forgiveness allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. One powerful way to practice forgiveness is through mindful awareness. Begin by acknowledging the pain that has been caused. Don't try to push it away or ignore it. Feel it, understand it, and let it be. By fully experiencing the hurt, you allow yourself to process it rather than suppress it. This is where true healing starts, by accepting the pain, not as something to be afraid of, but as something that has come to teach you, to help you grow. Next, consider the idea that everyone, including the person who hurt you, is imperfect. Just like you, they have their own struggles, their own challenges, and their own reasons for acting the way they did. Maybe their actions were rooted in their own pain, their own fears, or their own misunderstandings. This doesn't excuse what they did, but it helps you see them as human, just like you. Recognizing this humanity can make forgiveness a little easier. Another important Buddhist concept to consider is compassion. Compassion doesn't just mean feeling sorry for someone or offering sympathy. It means understanding their suffering and responding with kindness. When you forgive someone, you are offering them compassion, but you are also offering it to yourself. You are choosing to release the toxic emotions that weigh you down, and in doing so, you are allowing your heart to be filled with peace and love. It's a gift that you give to yourself as much as to others. Buddhism teaches that suffering is part of life, but so is the potential for healing. We all experience hurt, disappointment, and loss at some point in our lives. But these experiences don't have to define us. They don't have to hold us captive. By choosing to forgive, we let go of the suffering of the past and make space for peace and joy in the present. Forgiveness is also about acceptance. Accepting that things didn't go the way we wanted them to. Accepting that people are imperfect, and accepting that we cannot change the past. We can only change how we respond to it. Letting go is an act of courage, an act of strength. It's choosing to no longer be a victim of circumstances, but to rise above them and take control of your own happiness. If you're struggling to forgive, start small. It doesn't have to happen all at once. Begin by forgiving little things, small annoyances, slight misunderstandings. As you practice this, you'll find that it becomes easier to forgive the bigger hurts. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. In the Buddhist tradition, the practice of loving-kindness meditation, metta, can help you cultivate forgiveness. This practice involves repeating phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I live with ease." After you have sent loving kindness to yourself, you then extend it to others, including those who have hurt you. It can be difficult at first, but with practice, you will begin to feel a shift in your heart. It's a way of replacing negative feelings with positive, healing energy. Letting go of resentment is not just an act of healing for the heart, it's a healing for the entire body. Stress, anger, and unforgiveness create tension, both mentally and physically. When we carry these emotions, they manifest in the form of headaches, muscle tension, and even chronic pain. But forgiveness releases this tension, allowing your body to relax and heal. It's a process that restores balance not just to the mind, but to the entire being. Forgiving others doesn't always mean reconciliation. Sometimes, it's simply about releasing the hold that the person has on you. You may never be able to fully repair the relationship, but that doesn't mean you cannot find peace. The ultimate goal is not to forget or excuse the wrongdoer's actions, but to release their power over your happiness. When you let go, you reclaim your own peace. Remember, healing is a process, and letting go is one of the most important steps. It requires patience, understanding, and self-compassion. The more you practice forgiveness, the lighter and freer you will feel. And as you let go, you will find that the path to true healing becomes clearer and clearer. By forgiving, you are not only healing yourself, but also helping to heal the world around you. So, take a deep breath. Begin the journey of forgiveness today. Let go of the past, free yourself from the chains of resentment, and make room for peace, happiness, and healing. The power to heal is within you. Embrace it and let go. Daily practices for a healing lifestyle. Let me tell you something simple yet profound. Healing is not an event. It's a journey, a way of living. Every day, with small actions, you can align your body, mind, and soul with harmony. You don't need to climb a mountain or retreat into silence for years. Healing begins right where you are, in your daily routine. Let me share some practices that can bring balance and wellness into your life naturally. Start your day with stillness. Before the world demands your attention, give yourself a moment of peace. Sit quietly as you wake up. No phone, no rush, just you and your breath. Feel the rhythm of your breathing. Breathe in, feel the air filling your lungs. Breathe out, let go of yesterday's burdens. Even 5 minutes of this stillness can set the tone for a peaceful day ahead. Mindful movements. Movement is life, but it doesn't need to be strenuous. Simple stretches, gentle yoga, or even a slow, mindful walk can energize your body. As you move, focus on the sensations in your body. Feel the stretch of your muscles, the touch of the ground beneath your feet. This awareness makes your movements a meditation. Eat with gratitude. Food is more than fuel. It's a gift of nature. Before you eat, pause for a moment. Look at your plate. Think of all the hands that helped bring this food to you. The farmer, the cook, the earth itself. Eat slowly, savoring each bite. When you eat with gratitude, your body digests food better, and your mind feels nourished too. Pause to breathe. In the rush of daily life, don't forget to pause. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to focus on your breath. Just 3 deep breaths can calm your mind and bring you back to the present moment. Remember, your breath is your anchor, always with you, guiding you back to peace. Connect with nature. Nature is a healer. Spend time outside, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, the cool breeze on your face, or the grass beneath your feet. Let nature remind you that you are part of something much greater. Practice kindness. One of the most powerful healing practices is kindness. A smile, a kind word, or a small act of generosity can transform not only someone else's day but also your own. When you give kindness, you feel lighter, happier, and more connected to the world around you. Silence your mind. At least once a day, step away from the noise. Turn off the TV, put your phone aside, and sit in silence. Silence is not empty, it's full of wisdom. In this quiet space, you'll hear your true self speaking, guiding you toward healing. Let go of judgments. Often, we carry the weight of judging ourselves and others. I should have done better. Why did they act like that? Let go of these thoughts. Instead, practice acceptance. You are doing your best, and so is everyone else. Release the need to control or criticize, and feel the peace that comes with it. In the day with reflection. Before you sleep, reflect on your day. What made you smile? What are you grateful for? What lessons did you learn? Writing these thoughts in a journal can help you process your experiences and sleep with a clear mind. Build rituals, not routines. Healing practices should feel nourishing, not like a chore. Create rituals that you enjoy. Light a candle during meditation, play soft music while stretching, or drink herbal tea as you reflect. These small touches make your practices feel special and sacred. Practice patience. Healing takes time. Be gentle with yourself. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's okay. Remember, every small step you take brings you closer to a healthier, happier you. Surround yourself with positivity. The people and energy around you matter. Spend time with those who uplift and inspire you. Read books, watch videos, or listen to music that fills your heart with hope and joy. Protect your inner peace like a precious treasure. Mantras for healing. Use simple mantras to guide your mind. Say to yourself, I am healing, or I am at peace. Repeat these words whenever you feel stressed or lost. Over time, these affirmations will reshape your thoughts and bring calmness. Celebrate small wins. Healing isn't just about the big milestones. It's about the small victories too. Did you take a moment to breathe deeply today? Did you show kindness to someone? Celebrate these moments. Each one is a step toward a healthier you. Rest deeply. Your body and mind need rest to heal. Prioritize good sleep. Create a calming bedtime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and relax with a book or gentle music. Let your sleep be a time of renewal and restoration. Keep learning. Every day is an opportunity to grow. Learn more about yourself, your needs, and what brings you peace. Explore new practices, experiment with what works for you, and keep an open mind. Trust the process. Healing doesn't always happen the way we expect. Sometimes, the path feels unclear. Trust that every effort you make is moving you in the right direction. Have faith in the natural wisdom of your body and mind. Be here, now. The most important practice of all is to live in the present moment. Healing happens in the now, not in the past or future. Pay attention to what's around you, the colors, sounds, and sensations. Life is happening here, right now, and it's beautiful. Remember, these daily practices are simple, but their impact can be profound. Healing is not about perfection, it's about progress. Embrace these practices with an open heart and watch how your life transforms, one day at a time. Conclusion. Embark on your journey to natural wellness. Here we are, at the final step of this journey together. It has been a path of reflection, wisdom, and discovery. As we reach the end, let me ask you, have you felt a spark of transformation? Even a little? Because that's where healing begins, right here, within you. We've talked about many things. The power of your mind, the strength in your breath, and the energy in your compassion. But now, let me simplify it for you. Healing is not about doing everything at once or seeking perfection. Healing is about small, mindful steps. It's about starting today, with whatever little you can do, and trusting that these small steps will lead to profound change. Do you know why most people never truly heal? They wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect tools, or the perfect mindset. But let me tell you, there is no perfect. The best time to heal is now. Healing doesn't demand grand rituals or intense sacrifices. It only asks for your attention, your presence. Let me share a simple truth from Buddhist wisdom. The journey is the destination. Healing is not a goal to chase. It's a path to walk every single day. And the first step on this path? It's awareness. Start by being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Ask yourself, are my choices helping me heal, or are they holding me back? Imagine your mind as a garden. You can choose to nurture it with kindness, patience, and gratitude. Or you can let it be overrun by weeds of stress, anger, and regret. The choice is always yours. But remember, a beautiful garden doesn't grow overnight. It takes time, care, and commitment. Now, let's talk about nature. Have you ever noticed how a tree stands tall even after a storm? How a river keeps flowing, no matter the obstacles in its path? Nature teaches us resilience and balance. Spend time in nature. Breathe in its calmness. Let its energy fill you. Nature has a way of healing us, without us even realizing it. And then there's love. Love for yourself, for others, and for life. Healing through love doesn't mean you ignore pain or mistakes. It means you embrace them with understanding. When you forgive yourself for your imperfections, when you forgive others for their flaws, you release the heavy weight that blocks your healing. Now, let me remind you of the power of silence. In today's noisy world, silence feels rare, doesn't it? But silence is where answers are found. Take a moment every day to sit in silence, to listen to your breath, and to feel your heartbeat. In silence, you will hear the whispers of your true self. As we wrap up this journey, I have one last thought to leave with you. Healing is not about reaching the end of suffering. It's about learning to walk through it with grace. It's about becoming your own source of light, even in the darkest times. This is where I invite you to take the next step. Healing is not just something you watch or learn about. It's something you do, and it starts with a choice. So, will you choose to heal? Will you choose to live with awareness, kindness, and balance? Before you go, let me thank you for walking this path with me. It's been an honor to share these insights with you. I hope you found value here, and I hope you carry these lessons forward in your life. But wait, there's something more you can do, not just for yourself, but for others too. If you've gained something from this journey, why not share it with someone else? Let's spread this wisdom together. Like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Woven. Yes, I'm talking to you. There are so many views, but only 0.2% subscribe. Be part of this growing community of seekers and learners. Click that button. Don't wait. Your journey doesn't end here. This is just the beginning. The wisdom of natural healing is vast, and there's so much more to explore. Stay curious, stay kind, and always remember, the power to heal has always been within you. You just needed to awaken it. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care, be mindful, and heal naturally.